Let's be real. Facing a layoff is tough. There's just no way around it. But what if, and hear me out, what if it could be more than just an ending? What if this is actually the beginning of your smartest career move yet? Well, in this explainer, we're going to build a really practical blueprint to help you do exactly that. We're talking about turning this moment of total uncertainty into your next huge opportunity.
You know, that initial news, it just hits you like a shockwave. Suddenly your routine, your team, your whole professional identity, it all just gets tossed up in the air. It's so normal to feel completely lost and wonder, okay, what on earth comes next? But here's the thing. This moment of disruption, it's also a massive moment of opportunity. It's a rare chance to actually pause, take a breath, and intentionally build your next chapter. This isn't just about scrambling to find another job. It's about launching a stronger, way more resilient version of your career.
So where do we even begin? Well, the very first step in our comeback blueprint is all about dealing with the immediate aftermath. We're calling it the shockwave, and it's all about giving yourself the space to really acknowledge and process what just happened. I love this quote from Colorado State University because it just reframes the whole experience, doesn't it? It reminds us that just jumping right in to update your resume, that's usually a mistake. You're not just a job hunter right now, you are navigating a major life transition. So giving yourself permission to feel the anger, the disappointment, and then to actually reflect, that is the most strategic first move you can possibly make.
And hey, if you're feeling like you're all alone in this, look at this number. A 205% increase in job cuts. This tells you that this is a huge, widespread economic thing happening. It is not a personal failure. Really letting that sink in is so key to shifting your mindset away from self-blame and toward proactive, what's next problem solving.
Okay, so once you've had a moment to process that initial shock, we can move into the foundation of your comeback. This is section 2, the reset. This is where we go inward to rediscover the core strengths that are going to power your next big move. You know, the building blocks of any great career are what we call key competencies. The best way to think about these? They're your transferable superpowers. They're not just about what you did in your last role. They are the underlying skills and traits that make you awesome anywhere you go. So, which competencies matter the most right now? Here's a fantastic microhack from WorkLifeOS.ai. You're going to want to focus on these 3. First, resilience, which by the way is the very muscle you're building as we speak. Second, adaptability, your ability to pivot and just thrive. And third, continuous learning, that commitment to staying sharp. These 3, they are the bedrock of a modern shock-proof career. Now that you've got your core strengths identified, it is time to shape how the world sees them. So, welcome to section 3, the rebrand. And listen, this is not about being fake. It's about taking control of your own professional story and crafting it with real intention. Let's just demystify personal branding for a second. It's really just the story you tell about yourself. It's about drawing a super clear, compelling line from your past experiences through your core strengths straight to the future roles you're actually excited about. When you get this right, your value becomes instantly obvious to everyone. And here we've got a great, actionable microhack for how to do it. Step 1, target. Get laser-focused on where you want to go. No more scattered searching. Step 2, update. Go find job descriptions you like, pull out the keywords, and weave them right into your LinkedIn profile. That's how you get the right recruiters to find you. And 3, showcase. Go beyond the resume. A simple online portfolio makes your work real and proves what you can do. All right, your story is sharp, your brand is polished, now it's time to activate. This brings us to section 4, the relaunch. This is where we switch gears from prep mode to a proactive, strategic search. Let's go. Okay, so where should you be spending your time and energy? This chart might actually surprise you. It says a whopping 75% of your time should go to networking, and only about 25% to just clicking apply on job sites. The takeaway here is huge. Your next big opportunity is way more likely to come from a real conversation than from a cold application. And this, of course, brings us to the question that gives everybody anxiety, that little gap on the resume. What do you do when it comes up in an interview? Don't worry, there's a really simple but powerful way to handle this. This slide is basically your playbook. Here's what you don't do. You don't over-explain, you don't get lost in all the messy details, and you definitely don't sound sorry for yourself. Here's what you do. You own it. Be honest, be brief. The company went through a restructure, for example, and then you immediately pivot. You turn the conversation forward to your skills,
your excitement, and the incredible value you are ready to bring to their team.
And that brings us to our final and honestly, most important stage. Section 5, the legacy. This is about finally understanding that what you've just been through, it wasn't just a challenge you had to survive. It was an experience that has fundamentally made you stronger.
This right here is the ultimate prize, career resilience. It's not just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. It's that ability forged in the fire of this exact situation to adapt, to learn, and to turn any future setback into the perfect setup for a comeback.
And hey, this isn't just some motivational fluff, it's actually backed by research. As this finding shows, the disruption itself is the training ground. You have been actively building one of the most valuable skills for long-term career success. This whole experience is now a core part of your professional strength.
So let's just reframe this whole journey, shall we? That setback wasn't just a bump in the road. It was the catalyst. It forced you to reset, to rebrand, and to relaunch in a way that has made you more resilient and more intentional than ever before. So in a way, this disruption has become your breakthrough. And now the only question left is, what will you build next?